3 signs you have an intestinal demonic parasite. Welcome back to Wisdom Discerns. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, my name is Nicole. I am a seer. I am an inspirational, transformative life coach. And most importantly, I am a child of God just as well as you are too. Number 1 on my list, that you have an intestinal demonic parasite. Uncontrollable, unexplained behaviors. See, now that's one of the main signs of the presence of a parasite. This can cause depression. It can cause anxiety. It can cause loneliness. It can cause a desperation for the need to have some type of sexual pleasure. Gotta get you in my world, 'cause baby, I can't sleep. Meanwhile, you don't even know what love is. Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? You're at a point in your life of loneliness, of self-rejection, where one, you're remaining in a partnership or a connection that you know is toxic and detrimental to your development, or 2, you're in a state of confusion because of the demonic parasitic infection that is confusing your mind to make you believe that you need someone in your world, when all actuality you do not. See, God said that we should have no other gods before him. So when you think about these idols, because that's what happened, we come to a space where we idolize individuals. They may be celebrities. They can be ex-lovers. They can be desired occupations. Allow ourselves to exist in a space where we place anyone higher than the Most High God. See, I want you to know that that is a parasitic infection, a demon-possessed parasite that's moving through you, that is planting seeds of confusion in your DNA makeup. See, the way that you are designed and you are constructed, God did not create us to be alone, but he also did not place the spirit of hopelessness, of desperation, of loneliness within us. See, because we are never alone. How can you be alone if the Most High God and the Holy Spirit dwells within you? See, these signs that we are going to go over, it is going to remind you, or it will bring awareness to the need to detox and to clean your body. You have to purge those parasites and those demonic entities out of you so that your mind can be free of the chains that it is bound to via that demonic parasitic infection. Number 2 on my list is mind coercion. Mind coercion is a vampire's tool. And although vampires is considered to be something of the occult or something that's not actually real, if you compare it to narcissistic relationships and abusive relationships, and how an individual can feel that they need to be with someone despite how they treat them, the level of disrespect that is bestowed upon them, they can be abused by this individual mentally, physically, emotionally, financially controlled. The mind coercion technique and tactic, what it does is it starts in the low love bombing stage. And what happens is they come in and they acknowledge the fact of your need. See, that need that you have to be embraced, to be loved, to be protected, to have someone in your space, it puts out it's like it releases energy in the atmosphere of desperation. And see, the vampires, they need that because they need to feed on that energetic source, that energetic stream. See, vampires, even though it may be in a movie, see, movies are derived from something that is real. Okay, the artist has to have a reference point of something that is real. So in this particular video, we're going to compare the vampires to the narcissists who need to feed on the energetic source. See, they want to drink your energy just as the vampires, they want to drink your blood. And it's certain individuals, which the narcissist will call a grade A supply. See, the definition of coercion, vampires have the ability to coerce other creatures into doing their bidding. It only works on one person at a time, and often anyone with a strong enough will can break the coercion once they know about it, especially if they're asked to do something that is highly against their moral code. See, we have to be careful with this mind coercion tool because you can become sucked in and entangled into the web of lies of a narcissist, not even realize that you have been subjected to a wicked mind coercion tool. And usually this tends to happen when you are in a broken state. Because see, when you are broken and you are weak, this is the moment when the enemy will send their demonic filled humans towards you. Because I want you to know that just because you look at someone and they appear to be human, that does not mean that they are not driven by demonic entities. It does not mean that they are not vampires or narcissists who are aiming to suck you dry. They want to feed off of your blood, which is your energy. See, your blood is your energetic source. It's the iron that moves through us. It's our immune system that sustains us, that heals us, that carries us through any type of disease or bacteria or poison or anything that we come in contact with. But I want you to know that that need for love, that need to be embraced, that need is also a need that the predator has, what makes you grade A prey for them. When they come in and they entangle your mind and they coerce you, you don't even realize that you are being controlled. Your actions can become robotic. You can act out and have many different behaviors that people don't recognize. They can become and bring you to a space of isolation. These same entities will turn your friends, your family against you. They will put and embark and or force that orphan spirit upon you of isolation to make you feel that you have no one but them because of their obsession with your energy. See, they need to feed off of your energy source, and in doing so, it's easier for them to keep you in a space of isolation where no one talks to you, when you don't want to talk to anyone, and when you're not able to have a normal life of your own because your mind is currently being driven and coerced by the sociopathic, vampire, narcissist, psychopath. There's many different names that we can place upon these type of individuals. But I often question myself if it's really clinical when they know what they are doing. I truly believe that it's an excuse. And what happens is that they find a way to obtain this level of control, and they feel that it is a form of power. But in fact, I want you to know that you are the powerful one, because that is the reason why they are aiming to suck your blood. See, these narcissistic vampires, they it's ritualistic. It's a cult. It's a cult mindset, and they want to attach to you because they know that the Most High God lives in you. But they are too dark to draw close to the Most High God their self. It's easier for them to find a source of supply and to isolate that source of supply via many different avenues of abuse. I'm going to take you to Psalm 16, chapter 4. The sorrow of those who run after another God shall multiply. They drink offerings of blood. I will not pour out or take their names on my lips. See, I want y'all to know that vampires, they very much live amongst us, okay? And they may not be in the actual form of the ones that we see on television that bite your neck, but in all actuality, they drink your blood. They feed, and they need to feed off of your energetic source. They do rituals and sexual rituals. Sometimes they even do blood sacrifices. It's the most disgusting thing. I want you to know that in these days that we are living in, you have to guard yourself and understand that it's not a telepathic communication that you're having. This is not a twin flame connection that you're manifesting. This toxic relationship that you are existing in, it is not the necessary steps for a twin flame journey. Chosen one, I want you to know that your mind is being coerced, that you are confused, that they are teaching information in this new age era, that the twin flame journey is often a difficult one, and typically people reject each other. But this is a lie created by the enemy, because when two people are united as one, there is no division amongst them. There is no force. There is no need to coerce and control the mind. See, when they say that mind coercion is a vampire's tool, and a narcissist needs to feed off of energy, it basically means the same thing as a sociopath and a psychopath. But oftentimes they just need to be seen. They want someone to value them and to praise them, and there's not enough praise that you can give to them that will be sufficient. I want you to know, chosen one, that your body needs a spiritual cleanse to disinfect your vessel. First of all, via prayer and communion with the Most High God. You need to take a spiritual bath, because it is a parasitic infection. And in your situation, it's a demonic parasitic infection that is moving throughout your body to confuse your mind, to attack your health, to lower your vibration, and to keep you in a state of depression, of anxiety, of abandonment, of neglect, they don't want you to do your hair. They don't want you to go out and have a normal life, because it's the parasitic infection. If you compare the similarities to this demonic parasitic infection that I'm speaking about, that's spiritual. You can also compare it to a real parasitic infection. And these parasitic infections, they have been often linked to depression, to anxiety. And, we can pick these things up from undercooked food, or contaminated water, or from contaminated food. We can pick up this parasite. But oftentimes we can also pick up this sexual demonic parasite through unclean spirits, through having sex with these unclean spirits. Sometimes you don't even need to have physical intercourse with these unclean spirits because they are watching you. It's like a thief in the night. They are obsessed with your energy. See, you are a lighthouse, chosen one, and that light that is inside of you, it shines bright as the stars in the sky, which means that no darkness can put out that light, okay? Because that's the light that's in you. And see, these dark entities, they want to attach to you. But I want you to know that God said, I will cleanse your vessel so that your body will no longer be a host to these demonic parasites that want to invade and dominate and take over your body. See, where they thought that you was a sacrifice. See, they felt that you was a sacrifice. See, the aim is to clone your mind, is to clone your body, to break you down, to make you feel weak, disconnected, and broken. But God said you are not the sacrifice for these demonic witches, warlocks, and cults. And no matter how many parasites of demons, demonic parasites that they may throw against you, God says that I will cast those parasites out of you, and I will continue to show up and intercede on your behalf. Acts chapter 15 verse 29, that you abstain from what has been sacrificed to idols. See, they idealize you. They're obsessed with you. But on an alternative side of it, they utilize narcissistic tools via gaslighting, flying monkeys, smear campaign. See, the smear campaign is when they devise and congregate with multiple different locations and jurisdiction to impeach your character. See, these rumors are being spread about you. See, these demons will go as far as to figure out, how can I infect your mind with parasites so that I can control your behaviors to adhere to the script that I am writing for your life. But God said, you hold the pen that writes your life, because the more you draw closer to God, his presence will show up in your life. God said it's time for these demons to put the pen down, for them to remove the arrow of the parasites that they are shooting at your mind, that they are infecting your body with. God said these demons will leave you and get away from your body. See, in this season, we are purging these demonic parasitic infections, because that's what they are. See, I want you to know that you do not need anyone to love you when you have agape love with you. See, God will send people who are genuine and who genuinely support you, who are on your side. They will not be agents of demonic warfare and of these enemies. See, I told y'all that in this season we are purging demonic parasites, okay? We're going to go to James chapter 4, verse 7 through 8. Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil and he will flee. See, these demonic entities, y'all, I want you to know that this battle, okay, they want to consume you. They want to infect your mind. They want to infect your body with them. It's the seed. It's the seed of the demon. But you have to purge that. And as you detox your vessel, it will come out. It's just as Jesus cast the demons into the pig. See, remember, in slavery time, people were fed the intestines of the pig, and it was ideally people of color. It was the brown community who ingested these parasites, right? And if you think about how that shows up in our life with the lynching, with the syndrome of the lynching, with the disconnect, with the competition, with the segregation of the communities, with the presence of colorism. Bad enough there is a presence of racism. There's also colorism, but I want y'all to know that that is a demonic parasite that is placed upon the community. It is in the place where the women believe that they are the king, and the kings are believing that they are the queen, see, there's a disconnect. See, God said, if I bring two together, you will operate as one. That will be man, woman, and child. This is where the reproduction process will come in at. That will lead and guide your kingdom. But if it comes to a space where the women no longer respect the man and the man don't respect the woman, at what point can you lead and guide a kingdom that will develop and move into the nation? See, I want you to know that your kingdom starts in your household, and the nation that's outside of us. It all starts from the inside. And see, it's in that moment where you comfortably embrace your femininity, where you comfortably embrace your masculinity. And it's in that space where you will not be controlled and coerced by any demonic parasite that is aiming to demote you from the royalty that's inside of our DNA makeup that these parasites attack. And what it does is it brings you to a space where you don't respect yourself. It brings you to a space where you don't know yourself. But remember, what we doing in this season, I want you to drop a comment in the comment section below for me. And I want you to say that we are casting out all demonic parasites in this season. Third sign on my list, y'all, is hopelessness. See, the enemy preys on hopelessness. It goes back to what we was just talking about and how the narcissistic sociopath, they tend to isolate you. They want to, this is after the love bombing process though. See, remember, it goes into the love bombing, and then it's the mind coercion, and then it comes to the space of isolation. And it's in that moment when you feel hopeless. It's in that moment where you are isolated from and alienated from your friends, from your family. It is just you in that space. See, Galatians chapter 4, verse 8. Formerly, when you did not know God, you were enslaved to those that by nature are not God. Because that's what it is. They want to make you their slaves. These demonic entities, these parasites, because that's what they are, they're maggots. They need to feed off of something. They need to feed off of your vessel. And if you look at an actual parasitic infection, it feeds off of your lungs. It feeds off of your heart. It attaches to your bodily organs. That's very comparable to what these demonic spiritual parasites do. They attach to your vital organs. They attach to your lungs because they choke the air out of you. Oftentimes, you can't even communicate or gather your thoughts properly when you're talking to them, because they either gaslight you, they cut you off in the middle of your sentence, or they entangle your mind with this infection, this parasitic infection, so that you lose your frame of thoughts. See, they throw these parasites and they attach to your heart space because now you feel hopeless. You feel that you need them. You feel that they are your only source of protection. But I want you to know that that is a lie from the pit of hell. And that's where that demonic entity and that demonic parasite has came from. Straight from the pits of hell. To even infect your heart to believe that they are the only ones that is there for you, that they are the only ones that love you. How dare they? See, I want you to know, chosen one, that it is imperative for you to cleanse your vessel. And when I say cleanse your vessel, you need to continuously cleanse your vessel, because some of these demonic parasites, they don't leave overnight. See, we're not living in the days when Jesus just touched us and he cleansed our body. See, these demons have multiplied. They have mutated. So even when God heals your body, they reinfect you with the same demonic parasite. They are desperate to attach to you. They are vampires. That no vampire, no demon, no demonic entity, and no parasites is bigger than the Most High God, okay? So we are going to cast these parasites, okay? Because remember, our ancestors was eating chitlins. That was parasites. These same parasites is growing in our body. They're affecting our mind. They're destroying our communities. They're disconnecting the families. There's no solid family structural dynamic because of the infestation of parasites. I want y'all to know that we are struggling in a pandemic of demonic parasitic infections, okay? And if you are not armored up by the protection of the Most High God, these demons will rewrite your mind to solely make you believe that they are the only ones that is there for you. The war on drugs, you have to make sure you cleanse your body, because if you do not cleanse your body, you will become subjected to the energy of the environment you're currently in. See, I want you to know that when you step into that spiritual detox of your vessel, it's people, places, and things. And most importantly, you have to armor up. Not about religion. Religion is simply your discipline. It's more so about believing that God is bigger. You're bigger than the universe. Bigger than the problems I've seen. He's bigger. See, God is bigger than any disaster. Any disaster. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to wrap this video up. And remember, if nobody told you today that they love you, I love you. God loves you. And most importantly, don't forget to profess over your life that we are casting out these demonic parasites in this season. Drop a comment in the comment section below for me. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can be updated when I release new content. On that note, I'm signing off. Peace.